Question for Mr. He. With regards to all of this monitoring that's placed into the structure, what incentive does the maintenance people for the structure have to maintain and replace and understand the sensors? And is there a plan for a refurbishment, say, 40 years from now?
Okay, first of all, thank you for your question. We have, in my presentation, I talked about this health monitoring system that we have developed. It's a system that collects data from our sensors in a real-time fashion. And so, of course, there will be feedback from those sensors. And just in case there is a structural damage, then those information should be feed into the back-end system. So back to your question, talking about the maintenance people. Of course, they have to be professionals who have a sufficient amount of understanding about how to carry out maintenance for those sensors, how to operate relevant advanced or high-tech devices. And at the back-end side, we will make sure that we have a team of professional statisticians in place who are up to par for the analysis job. And regarding the second part of your question, what I can tell you is that we have signed this contract with the owner, with Ping An Group, till 2020, till the year of 2020. And so I feel very confident that they can use our sensors much longer than that. But I cannot put a specific year at this point because those details need to be negotiated with the owner.
Was there any discussion connect the system with the building management system? I know there's a lot of signals can be used for building management, for example, for evacuation and elevator control during the seismic conditions. So I don't know if there's any consideration in this area.
If there is any connection.
Connection， 就是说，你现在这个 health monitoring system 还有将来的 building management system， so they share a lot of information, right? And the common information 是不是有 connection？ 是不是有连接的？
Thank you for your question. And according to the current arrangement with the owner, we are only responsible for the establishment of this health monitoring system. And from our standpoint, we feel that we are more than capable of connecting the system to the DMI system if asked by the owner. And if that's true, and then we're going to, of course, work very closely with relevant divisions.
Well, if I can also respond to the question just now, our building does have a fire emergency mode access. Sorry. Hi. Yeah, if I can also supplement what was just asked, our building does have emergency access mode in which our lift shuttles is going to stop at the refuge floor to help with the egress and the discharge of the people. So in terms of lift control system, yes, that is such a provision. But I'm sure as the gentleman was just explaining, there can be a connection between that system, the lift system and his management system so that it can function together as a whole.
So just one clarification. When I said lifts, it does not mean all the lifts. Instead, it only refers to those shuttle lifts that are usually make stops at the lobby floor as well as the top observation deck.
I have a question about who are the ones who actually commissioned this system? Is the developer who decided to have such a system, or is the structural engineers because they want the information, or is it a research project? Is it from the City University of Hong Kong? What is the the data is very useful for structural information. What will the owners benefit from this information?
So it is as a building has exceeded a certain height, it is required to carry out to have this building health monitoring system in place. And from Hong Kong City University standpoint, of course, we attach a lot of importance and value to this type of project because of the R&D benefits. And from the owner's standpoint, I would say that they can enjoy a lot of benefits as well, because if there is a variation or damage or performance deterioration at those sensoring points, and our system will be able to collect them and feedback them into the system, then it is going to help the owner reduce maintenance costs at the end of the day. So I would say that it is the trend for high-rise buildings to have this health monitoring system. So I have two questions. The first one is your health monitoring system 720? Yeah, I'm supposed to translate it to English. Is the system going to be a 24/7 all process system? And the second question is what about the response time? So let's say your system has successfully detected a damage or a deterioration at a certain area of the building, then how fast will the relevant staff members be able to respond to this issue? And you have talked about your system being able to detect seismic activities, and so the reason that I ask this question is because if we won't be able, if your system does not enable us to respond in a very timely fashion, then it's not going to be of much help. So I would like to ask you, to what extent do you think this system can help with our projects? So first of all, thank you for your question. And to answer your first question, of course, it's going to be a 24/7 system that is going to continuously or in a non-stop fashion monitor the entire building. And back to and talking about the second question, you said that what if an earthquake strikes? Well, we do. The system is going to be deployed on site. That's the first thing. And if I'm not saying that our system can actually enable the owner to predict an earthquake, because this is something that even the seismological bureau of our country cannot do. And but in a different sense, we are able to predict the trend by conducting analysis on the data we have already collected. So just as an example, let's say that it's a windless day and it's normal temperature outside the building, and we can carry out a sort of simulation or analysis so as to predict how the building is going to do if a 7-degree or even 8-degree earthquake strikes. And after that, we will be able to identify those weak points, and the owner can consider making reinforcements so as to make sure that it can withstand such a earthquake in the future. Okay.